Wisdom of the niðr. You might question yourself whether you're good enough, whether you had heartbreak or whatever the situation might be. This will be from my personal experience and what I've found. I've had some things pop up in my mind that I haven't thought of since childhood. Eventually they were persistent enough to where I had to ask questions. And this is the thought that kind of haunts you, that was never settled kind of thing. I'd went to psychologists, therapists, tried meditation, getting anger out through martial arts, tried medication, reading different books, getting involved with religion, and nothing seemed to work because it's all in your head. No one can control your thoughts or emotions for you. You need to control them, not anyone else doing it for you. By getting angry, by getting emotional over something or someone and what they have said or done, is letting them dictate you and your emotions. They know that they can press a button and get a response. A person is only as good as they think they are. Most of it deals with projection. We as people need to get our emotions and our talks out, or it builds up on us. It eats away at us until there is nothing left. Or we just forget and the thought pops up later, haunting us. Talking with others gets hard as there is only a few options in which we think we have. We either ask and tell, or we don't and hold it in. The main difference being that if we tell or ask someone, we might get hurt or hurt them. What we do not realize is that all of the options hurt someone else or ourselves in some way than one. Why not talk when that's the option to feel better? I get it. I was at the very least when I had nothing and no one. I had a studio apartment which I could barely afford, eating ramen and going through depression and other stuff from my divorce. I had no family that called me. I had to learn to pick myself up or to just give up. By not talking, you give up on yourself. I'm not the person that likes to talk to people or be on the phone or whatever, but I'm a person that's meant to be out in the woods with a cabin. But the person still needs interaction. A hole is still there that needs to be filled. The pain will still be there. Everyone is accountable for their actions. Someone has caused you this pain by doing or saying something to make you think, am I good enough? This is a statement to others instead of yourself. Am I good enough for my girlfriend? Am I good enough for my family, for my mom, for making her proud, etc.? Instead, think of what have I done? Have you helped others? Have you changed for the better? This flips the script into internal thinking. What have I done to deserve this from you? Am I good enough for myself? Am I always going to be this way? This flips your thinking into reflecting on yourself and the actions of others upon you rather than others and how they have treated you. You could be one of the great people that comes ahead. What about Nikola Tesla or Einstein? Let's say that they were treated badly. It's not saying that they did not do great things or they weren't a good person, but rather how everyone has treated them. Some people would call this toxic behavior, but no, it's just the actions of others that they need to be held accountable for. It is why people need to ask more questions and to talk. Without saying they are toxic, without asking questions, without talking, how will the person ever know that they are doing wrong? How will you ever heal? If the person has been spoken to and they still continue, they continue with ignorance. They are just generally a bad person as a whole. If a criminal robs from a bank, robbing you of being happy or straight thinking, that's another way to put it, police would get involved and go on a chase for the robber. You try and get answers for what happened and pursue them to get them to talk. They are convicted and put into jail. You stay away from that person or let him think about what he or she has done there in prison. He or she then knows that they have done wrong and is sorry for it, or continues to do more crime, either being ignorant and continuing, or it will stop and they will change for the better. It is essential for a healing process to talk to others, especially to the ones that have hurt you, and to hold them accountable. Without others, what happens? You will only have to be good for yourself. It is all about the projection of yourself. If you do great things for yourself and for others, will that make you a great person? That opinion is inside your mind. Do not let others affect you badly. It is just a hindrance on the wide road of life. Roll on through and keep driving. Create peace and love in the world.